Many landscape designers use a mixture of text and graphic elements in their logo. Here's an example of a logo that consists of some text, and then in the middle of the word falaise there is a graphic which simulates the stems of a grass or whatever, so that the logo, to make a CAD version of that logo, what you see here is I've just taken a screen grab from the designer's website. So this is a single image. If we click on it, it's just an image with an image name and so on. We want to create a CAD version of that logo. What I've done is search for a Windows font that matches this one as closely as possible. And if we click in it here, I've used draw and text and TrueType text. I found a TrueType text which is quite close to this one. So if we look under format and text styles, I've got one called Arctic, and that font matches pretty closely this text in the graphic there. And we can adjust the spacing of letters here to get a nice match by just changing the TrueType text properties in the properties box. The grass stem in the middle of the logo, what I've done there is use a polyline, and I'll just select it here so you can see there's a polyline. I've just traced over the top of the graphic that's in the middle, and over here I've put another final piece of text, and again adjusted the spacing. So we now can remove that graphic. What I'll do, I put that on its own layer, which I called image. So let's just turn it off. So now we have a graphic. This designer, in the designs of hers that I've seen, uses a specific color, 86. So we've made all of the elements of the design, so it's now a CAD design. If I widen my command area a little and type FS, short for file size, we can see that that image is 4K in size. It's a tiny file, so we'll be able to use it in our drawing sheets and in our logo as often as we like by inserting this into layout sheets. The last thing I wanted to check is the distance. I just arbitrarily pasted the screen grab in and created the file, but let's just check. The distance from the beginning to the end is 136, so that's 136 millimeters. If we were on an A4 sheet in layout, then that would work reasonably well, and I'll show you this logo being used in a title block shortly. It's now time, I think, to remove the image file, so we'll turn that image layer back on, select the image as one entity and erase it. When we use this drawing as a block and insert it into other drawings, we want control over its base point. So what I'll do is select the graphic, and then I'll move the bottom left of the text, beginning text, to coordinate 0, 0. That gives us a 0, 0 base point, so that whenever we insert this into any other drawing, it'll come in at the bottom of the L there. So that'll give us consistent behavior as we use this file. I'll just zoom extents, and finally we'll save the drawing. I'll go save as, because I have a folder called LHFA and a subfolder called logo, and I'm going to put the logo there. AHLD logo goes into that file, and we'll replace it. So we have a very clean file with a well-defined base point, so we'll be able to use it easily in title blocks and any other time we need to get access to the logo for this design consultancy. Well, there is a potential problem when you use Windows fonts to form a logo which is a mixture of graphics and text, and that is it's fine while you're on the computer with that Windows font installed, but if we moved the drawing and if we incorporated this logo into, say, a title block, and the new computer did not have that font, the text would not appear. So what I've been able to do is to find a true CAD font now, which works and gives me a close approximation to the style of lettering that we saw in the web. Let's just click Format, Text Styles. So I've got one called Arctic Bold, and if we click on it now, notice that the font has got that little hieroglyphic alongside it, indicating that it's a CAD font. So we now, let's cancel from there, we now have a logo with the left point of the L at 0,0, so we can insert this into any drawing, and it can be any size. We could use this to print a banner at very large size, and we'd have a crisp final image. What I might do now is just create a PDF file of this, just to show you how crisp the output will be. Well, here's the output I've printed to a PDF file. Let's zoom in a little, and we'll pan up, and I hope you can see we have a nice, crisp, well-formed PDF image. So if I think we've achieved our aim, we've made a mixed logo of graphics and text and got quite a versatile drawing file. Well, finally, here's the logo inside a title block area. So we've achieved our aim. We've got quite a versatile logo